minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal.
We're very talented. I mean, we go out there and compete at a high level and give a lot of effort. We can be a good team.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Rockets fans, it's Kobe Tree here. Remember, like and subscribe if you have not already. I wanted to talk about a little bit about the Rockets, and we're almost at the halfway point of the season. It's almost All-Star break, and what we have seen from the Rockets and what should I expect from the Rockets going forward. So far, I wanted to talk a little bit about Coach Silas because, he's still a rookie. And, at one point in time, I really thought he was, going to be the coach of the year. But as of right now, I really think he's taken 2 steps back, and that's not all his fault with the circumstances of James Harden leaving and the drama, and then players coming in and out the rotation because of injuries. But also as well, his rotations have been up and down. That's been a big reason why we've been losing these last several games. I question a lot of his rotations throughout the game. I thought PJ Tucker was playing too much. A player like PJ Tucker in his position, on this team, we need him to score, whoever it is, to be scoring at least 10 points a game. And, PJ Tucker hasn't been doing, sometimes there's games where he doesn't even score. So that's the big thing. So as of right now, PJ Tucker's out the lineup. I don't necessarily expect him to come back with the team. That's my prediction as of right now. But yeah, PJ Tucker has been a no-show, and I'm okay with Nawaba taking his position or Jashawn Tate. But some of his play calling has been very questionable. Also, the way he's been playing DeMarcus Cousins, very suspect. He's been having him out at the 3-point line. And yes, I understand that you want to spread the floor and never lose. Because, once you take off Christian Wood, who hasn't been playing, when he is playing, when you bring in DeMarcus Cousins, you kind of want to keep, that same balance. You really don't want to run away from spreading the floor because we don't have a lot of 3-point, even though we shoot a lot of threes, we don't necessarily have a lot of good 3-point shooters. And one of our players who's really great at shooting 3-pointers, has a high percentage, is Ben McLemore, who hasn't really been playing. So there were some games where Ben McLemore has been, very questionable on defense, but, you could live with that for what he brings on the offensive end with his high volume of 3-point shots. And, he's pretty much an expert. Last year he's shown that, he couldn't stay on the floor defensively, but offensively he can make up for that. He's a spot-up shooter. He drives a little bit. He's an okay passer. Hasn't played really well since the departure of James Harden. But like I said, I expected a little more of Ben McLemore over some of the players that have been playing, like Mason Jones, who's a rookie, who was undrafted. And yes, I am a fan of Mason Jones, but sometimes, he can't even bring up that ball halfway down the court without turning over the ball. And which I like I said, I am a Ben McLemore fan. I mean, a Mason Jones fan, and I'm not trying to crucify him here. But like I said, it's a tall task for a rookie to, have the offense in their hands. So that's why I say Ben McLemore should have been playing more. I could also talk about Raphael Stone not getting a point guard. That also hurts, the fact that, when John Wall is out, because he's on minute restrictions, when he's out, the next game or back-to-backs or whatever the situation is with John Wall, we don't have a backup point guard. Not even when he's, when he's playing, he's on the bench. We don't have, that backup point guard. I know there are in talks, with Derrick Rose when we were trading with them in the preseason, Eric Gordon for Derrick Rose, which I'm glad we didn't because, Eric Gordon, has been such a great player for this team with his offense. And, he's been, I don't know, it reminds me of 2017 Eric Gordon driving to the paint, being very aggressive, being an efficient 3-point shooter. And he's had very few bad games, so more good than bad. So I've been a big fan of Eric Gordon. I still think he's my sixth man of the year. This losing streak does hurt his chances, but like I said, he's still my sixth man of the year. Coach Silas was, one of my candidates for coach of the year. But as of right now, if I had to grade Coach Silas, I give him a C minus, almost a D, because of this long losing streak. I don't like, like I said, I don't like some of his rotations. I don't like the James Harden drama, and that falls a lot on Raphael Stone. I know Raphael Stone has found a lot of players like Jashawn Tate, out of nowheres, but I also have to say that, he didn't really replace James Harden. I thought, we should have took Karis LeVert over Depot, because Depot's a good player. I don't think they expected Depot to, just kind of like not even be in the rotation, suffer a lot of injuries. He played well when he was playing the first few games, but when John Wall was out of a game and Victor Oladipo was getting the call to play the point guard position, I think he was averaging about 6 to 7 turnovers, very inefficient from shooting from the field, very incapable of leading an offense himself. I really thought the Rockets should really have kept Karis LeVert. I really do. When you're in a situation that the Rockets are in, do you really want to bring on a player who's coming off another season-ending injury? You're littered with players that are coming off of season-ending injuries, so multiple seasons. So I thought they really should have got Karis LeVert. I thought he had a very affordable contract, but like I said, Tillman's kind of like very shaky on giving players contract extensions. I know Karis LeVert's contract is coming up soon. I think he's probably has 2 years left this year and next year. So I know he really didn't want to give Karis LeVert a contract extension, and I know he doesn't want to give Depot an extension as well. So I think the bigger picture for the trade between Depot and LeVert was probably, okay, we'll let Depot go. I know a team will either trade us draft picks or a young player who's on a rookie contract with multiple years who has a lot of upside. But as of right now, I think it's firing back on them because he's not even playing. He's not in the rotation, like I said. But other than that, that really falls on, Coach Silas putting some players in position to excel at. Like lately, Cousins has been playing really well. But like I said, I really think that he needs to play a little bit around the perimeter, a little more, around the basket, try to get to the free throw line. But, he's a 3-point shooter pretty much now, a big man who shoots threes only. He's pretty solid on the boards at times when he gives the effort. But I really don't see any player with a high ceiling on the team. I think you're seeing the best out of Christian Wood. Will he come back and be as efficient as he was? I think it's going to take him a little bit of time. Now the Rockets are more predictable as well too, so that's going to hurt Christian Wood's position to succeed. When you become predictable, you're really going to have to become a legit great player to separate yourself, because now the teams are really game planning on you. The fact that teams are really eyeing you, you're going to really have to make adjustments. You're going to have to get to the free throw line, stuff like that. But like I said, as of right now, I just think the Rockets are really stuck in no man's land, and I have to give Coach Silas a C minus. And like I said, it was almost a D. This losing streak didn't help him. He needs to play Nawaba a little more. Just trade PJ Tucker already. We need more picks. We need more young players. Make a push for another player. I really don't even know who would do business for Depot because he's on a 1-year contract. KPJ is pretty much probably going to become a starter for the Rockets at that shooting guard position once Depot is gone. I predict that KPJ will be playing in the G League, for another month probably. I think he's been playing outstanding. Him and Kenyon Martin Jr. have been unbelievable for me. I know we picked up Ray Spalding, who had a severe injury. He had an Achilles tear, and that's very unfortunate. But we ended up picking up another center who was drafted in 2017 or 2016, if I'm incorrect. I think if I am correct, it's 2016. He was drafted with the 16th overall pick and never really became the player that he was drafted in that position as. But hopefully the Rockets just pick up some wins. We have two games that have been postponed to further notice. But like I said, I'll be at the game Monday, and I'm gonna try to go live, and I'm gonna try to have a little contest as well. If you answer my question right, I will give you a prize at the gift shop. So also shout out to that boy Roby again, who won a pair of shoes with a pair of socks, and also a Blake who won a toy with a pair of socks. So shout out to them boys. And remember, Kobe Tree, like and subscribe. I'm out.